Good day. Welcome to Matters of the Soul. How do I feel closer to my spouse? Now, let's look at one way to create intimacy in the relationship. Husbands, before you switch off, there's something in this for you too. Did you know that when you touch your spouse affectionately, that it can greatly enhance your physical and emotional well-being? There's research done by Professor Dagner Keltner from the University of California, and he says something about our hands, and I'm going to quote him. They are our primary language of compassion and a primary means for spreading compassion. He says that research suggests that touch is truly fundamental to human communication, bonding, and health. It helps people to identify love, gratitude, and compassion, all from touch. People actually more easily identify different kinds of touch than facial expressions and tones of voice in the way they communicate to each other. So it is definitely a clear way to convey affection. There is some more research that shows that touch is a reward. And it helps us to build that cooperativeness in our relationships. It calms us down. It helps us to build safety and trust. And it even fosters generosity. And it can also, and obviously, release the love hormone, oxytocin. Now, obviously, there should be trust and kindness in a relationship for touch to be experienced as pleasant. Otherwise, resentment and abuse will form negative connotations to touch. Dr. Gary Chapman, who wrote the book, The 5 Languages of Love. Now, he distinguishes between sexual and non-sexual touch as one of the languages. He notes that some people are more inclined to need physical touch to feel loved. And this is definitely the case. But we can all benefit from physical touch. And interestingly, some people might just be touch deprived and therefore be touch resistant. Good news is that you can learn to allow and enjoy physical touch if you're not used to it. Now, okay, don't start off by bombarding your spouse with touch and flood their physical space and senses, but rather just gently start to use touch and increase it slowly. But talk openly about touch and what it means to you and why you want to show that kind of affection. Remember to respect your spouse's needs and preferences. Touch does not always have to lead to sexual intimacy, but it could, and sometimes it should. Research shows that sexual intimacy depends on a happy marriage, but that a happy marriage also depends on sexual intimacy. So the two hinge on each other. It's important to know that sex in marriage is highly correlated with physical and emotional well-being. I told you, men, there's something for you. If your sexual relationship is pleasant and satisfying to you both, it strengthens the relationship. Now, if you are the one who dislikes touch and your partner craves it, that situation, try to show as much affection as is possible for you now. Again, be open about it in the relationship, but try to allow yourself to break through your own barriers and tell your spouse that you're trying to love them this way and ask for their patience. In our marriage, I was the one who was reluctant to give the hugs, but my wife just persisted, slowly breaking through my walls, taking time to help me to get used to this. That did make me feel respected, and in the process, I got used to it. In fact, I actually have come to the place where I love hugs and touch. Maybe not as much as she does, but I do love it all the more. So try to show kindness and affection through touch, but remember to start off slowly on the level that your spouse is comfortable with. Please check us out on all the socials, and we're even on TikTok. Remember, if you enjoyed this program, won't you consider liking, subscribing, and even sharing with others? Goodbye.